Greetings and salutations. Welcome to Knife Chats with Tobias.
Hi everybody, hope you're doing okay. I'm doing just fine, and I just recently picked up a new knife. Well, new to me knife. I guess it's been around for a month or so, maybe a little longer than that. This is a new one from the Rough Ryder Reserve line, and it is the Bonefish, the RRR 040CB. I think that's right, CB for cinnamon bone. Now, they have done other knives in cinnamon bone, but it wasn't in the Rough Ryder Reserve series. I think they might have another Rough Ryder Reserve in cinnamon bone also out. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't looked that close yet. But they did have other knives in the cinnamon bone stag before, and this was one of them I picked up. I'm not sure if I picked other ones up or not. This was just the Rough Ryder, the oversized scout knife, I think. I don't know how else to describe it. It's the jumbo scout, the one that has the sewing eye and the awl or punch blade, and the way too big can opener on there, because this is 4.5 or 4.25 inches, something like that, as opposed to the regular size scout knife, which this was in regular size and cinnamon bone stack. But anyway, I thought I would compare these two real quick to see what's the difference and why this is in the Rough Ryder Reserve. And the one thing I can see kind of is this seems to be a little more subdued actually, but and looks like they took a little more time on the on making the bone look like stag. This one not as well done. Still nice. I mean, everyone that talked about this said it was gorgeous, and I agree with them, and it was very much gorgeous. This one is also quite gorgeous, but as you can see, the pattern is very close to the same, or just been reversed in the computer. But let's zoom in here. If you can see here, you see the striations going on in there where the laser cutting was done. You can kind of see it in here, especially on this side. You can see it even more, the lines going in there. I don't see those as well in here. It looks like they did a much better job of covering that up, you know, sanding it out and such. So there are a few places where I see it, but it's not nearly as visible as it is in the Rough Ryder line. So they did take a little more time on this, a little more attention to detail on the bone. Let me zoom back out. Okay, there we are. The shield is well set in there. Now, this one does not have a shield, so can't complain about that. But you do see that this one has the black goop underneath it. These do not do the black gooping. They finish the bone right up against the what looks like stainless steel liners. So the bone is right up against there, flush against there. They didn't use any black goop underneath to fill in the gaps or anything. So they, again, a little more attention to detail getting the bone in there. Lineup is pretty good as well. Not perfect, but sorry about that. I had to pause the camera for a moment. But in any case, the lineup on the blade, as you can see, is pretty close. It's pretty good. I did notice that when it is closed, there is a slight wobble in it, not much. When I open it, you get the very positive half stop. Lockup is pretty tight, pretty good. Not complaining about that. You got the swedge on the blade, just like the other Rough Ryder Reserve knives. And like the other Rough Ryder Reserve knives, this one is also in D2. Now, these were carbon steel, most likely T10 carbon steel. This is in D2, so semi-stainless steel. You've got the double rings on the bolsters. I believe the bolsters might be stainless steel, or there might be nickel silver. I know the pins are nickel silver. And really good snap on it. You have the stop pin down there. I think you can see it right there. There is a stop pin. so you can actually just let it close. The sound you're hearing is the blade hitting the stop pin, but it does have a little bounce too, even with the stop pin, so that's pretty good. All in all, it's a gorgeous knife. This is the second one I've picked up in this series. The very first one they did was the Ghost Fish. This was in white micarta, smooth white micarta. Same basic knife, as you can tell there. Same pins and everything else. You got the 4 pins, and then the pin for the back spring there, and the same blade. This one, actually, the blade moves a little bit better. Well, it depends. This one has a weaker pull than this one. That's what I'm noticing. This one has a stronger pull on it. How much stronger? Give it a notch or 2 up. If this one is, say if this one's a 5, then this one's a 6 or 7. If you would consider this one a 3 or a 4, then this one is about a 5. It's not very strong. They're both in the medium class as far as I'm concerned, but this is the weaker medium class. This is a stronger medium class pull on it. It is in the Sunfish family. That's why I grabbed it. As you can tell, also it has the easy open notch there. I don't really need it there, but you can see it is lined up there. All in all, they're both pretty much identical in the build. The difference here is this one has brass liners. This one seems to have stainless steel liners. So that's one difference. This one definitely nickel silver pins. And they look like brushed stainless steel bolsters on both of them. So the big difference here is micarta and brass liners and versus bone and steel liners. Sorry for the brief interruption, but when I went to take close-up photos of the back spring, I noticed the other significant difference between these two knives, and that is that the earlier Ghost Fish has 2 slim back springs, whereas the new Bonefish has a single solid thick back spring. This also explains the difference in tension between the two. The main difference why you would have the double spring instead of a single spring is the double spring is less likely to break and also offers a smoother pull when you're opening and closing. And also the price. This one goes for around $29 versus this one, which initially came out at $57, but they currently have it on sale for $46. Now they also have another one, the Red Snapper, which is in red micarta, and that one is still at $56. The reason I didn't pick up the Red Snapper was because it was at $56. If all of these knives were in the $30 range, I'd have all 3 of them already. But this one, I wonder if it's heavier. Maybe it is heavier. Let me check on that. Okay, I weighed them. The weight difference is really negligible. For some reason, this one feels heavier, but it's 151 grams versus 148 grams. You know, it's kind of odd that you feels it and you think it's heavier, but we're talking 3 grams. That's the difference in weight between the bone and the micarta. So I would not say that's a significant difference. The shield is a little different, if you notice there. This one is a little flatter across the top. This one has a little bit more of an indentation there. This one actually looks a little more fish-shaped than this one. This one, it does have that kind of a bomb shape to it. You could say it's a fish, though, on both of them. I don't think that's the intention because all of the Rough Ryder Reserve knives have this same shield. What I'm noticing, though, is this one seems to be a little more rounded. I'm not sure why that is the case. They might have been evolving or something. As for the size, let me see here. The size should be the same on both of them. Well, no, I'm going to go on this side. Yeah, we'll say 7 3/4 inches. Okay, well, I want it to be a keeper, you know. At 3 7/8 inches, I'd probably have to throw it back even with the blade out. Let's see, blade out. Yeah, we're talking that would not be a keeper around here. 6 3/4 inches overall. So I'm going to go with this side and say it's 13 inches. That way it's a keeper. I can keep it now. And this one, yeah, same thing, 13 inches. Or, you know, if you want to throw it back, it's going to be around 6 3/4 inches. But they're both the same size, really. Any case, there you have it. That is the cinnamon bone stag bonefish, now in the Rough Ryder Reserve line. And at $29, that is really a good price, I think. The bone, as I mentioned, looks better than in the Rough Ryder line. I think they did a better job polishing it, better job cleaning it up and everything else. I don't know, I just like it a little bit better. Both of them look gorgeous, but this one just has a little more sheen to it, a little more polish to it. Looks a little more like a stag. This one looking a little more like it was manufactured by a machine. This one looks like they took a little more time on the bone to craft it into a more true looking stag. Any case, that's my opinion of it. Other people might have a different opinion. The edges are also nicely rounded better than on this one. Yeah, there's a definite sharp edge here. You can feel it. This one, though, it is like rounded. It's very smooth. So a little more attention to detail than the regular Rough Ryder line. But for some reason, about $15 to $20 less than the ghost fish or the cinnamon or the red snapper. And you get a bonefish. Don't ask me why, but that's the way it turned out. Any case, hope you enjoyed me taking a look at this. I'm really impressed with the Rough Ryder Reserve cinnamon bone stag. I like it better than just the plain Rough Ryder cinnamon bone stag. I would prefer the D2 over the T10 carbon steel as well. So all in all, I'm much happier with that. If I can find, if they do have another one in that or another knife in that, I might be grabbing it as well. We'll see. Any case, hope you enjoyed my look at the Bonefish by Rough Ryder Reserve, and I'll talk to you again soon.
second to thank you once again for dropping by and spending a few minutes here at Knife Chats with Tobias. I really do appreciate it, and I do appreciate any comments that you leave. So please remember to give me that thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you'll know when the next episode is up and running. Thanks again for dropping by. Really do appreciate your time here.